Well, hello. In this video, I would like to give some presentation about reference electrode. It is one of the most important part of the electrochemical methods, especially in the potentiometric. Let's check this out. Okay, the reference electrode, as we know, it is one of the part of the electrochemical method, especially in potentiometric. Following the picture at above, the cell, it is consist of the anode and the cathode. So, in purpose of we want to know about the acidity, the concentration of the analyte. We often use the reference electrode or the standard to determine the analyte concentration, the acidity, or the pH. So we know about that information by using the reference electrode. Mostly, there's three kinds of the reference electrode that we all know. First is SHE, or the standard hydrogen electrode. The second is saturated calomel electrode, and the third is sulfur chloride electrode. Now, we will discuss about the SCE and sulfur chloride electrode, especially. We're not much talking about standard hydrogen electrode or SHE, because SHE is rarely used now because of the limitation of the SHE, because we really difficult to assemble the apparatus, and also it's too difficult to maintain the gas pressure at 1 atm. So we rarely use the SHE. So we would like to discuss in this session. It's all about the SCE and sulfur chloride electrode. Right? The first one is about sulfur chloride electrode. In this system, revolving the redox couple between the sulfur chloride and the sulfur, it is based on the reduction from the sulfur chloride into the sulfur, following the picture. And the activity of the chloride is determine the potential of the sulfur chloride electrode by using the Nernst equation. So this is some kind of the fixed number. So we can determine the potential or the concentration of the analyte by using this equation. So then this is the working principle from the sulfur chloride electrode. There is a sulfur wire at the end of the system, and at the end of the sulfur wire, there's some kind of coated with the film of the sulfur chloride with this sulfur wire immersed in a solution that contains desired concentration of calcium chloride. As I mentioned above before, if we want to know that about the potential, we use the Nernst equation, and also in this system, in this electrode, we mostly use saturated calcium chloride and unsaturated calcium chloride, and the potential it really fixed at 0.197 volt at 25 degrees Celsius, and the saturated system while we are using the unsaturated system from the calcium chloride, mostly using the 3.5 molar, we will get a potential number at positive 0.205 volt at 25 degrees Celsius. That's the first reference electrode. It is a sulfur chloride electrode. On to the next, it is the columnar electrode, or SCE, we call it. The SCE is depends on the activity on the chloride in equilibrium with calomel. So it is following the Redox couple between the calomel, like in the presentation, the reaction on the first one. Then we can determine the potential or the concentration by using the Nernst equation. So basically, the SCE, or saturated calomel electrode, we can determine the concentration of the chloride by determining the solubility of the calcium chloride, the solution itself. That is the basic principle of SCE. Next, we can talk about the working principle. This is the instrumental scheme. The electrode consists of the inner tube packed with a paste of calomel and chloride. Then the calcium chloride is situated within a second tube, the other one that contains saturated solution of calcium chloride. In this system, the potential is following or affected by the temperature. At a higher temperature, the solubility of calcium chloride will increase and the electrode potential will decrease, as the numbers on the right side. It is, we know from the research that at 25 degrees Celsius, we got 0.244, but in 35 degrees Celsius, we got the potential at 237 volt. So basically, this is some kind of disadvantage from this system that actually system will we need to worry about. So that is the working principle, or the SGE, that we will discuss. So the summary is these two reference electrodes mostly used in pH measurements and cyclic voltammetry and general acoustic electrochemistry. Second, SGE and the sulfur chloride reference electrode work in the same way. On both electrodes, the activity of the metal ion is fixed by the solubility of the metal salt. We often use calcium chloride. The third and the last one is the calomel electrode contains mercury, which poses much greater health hazard than the sulfur metal used in the sulfur chloride electrode. So that is the presentation that I can give about the reference electrode. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in another video. Bye.